Hello, welcome back in, my friend. I'm going to start off with episode 2 of this Let's Play. I think the last time I left off, we just finished up the Blood Pact quest, a little bit of exploring. I took a short little break here so I could rework my UI, mess with some settings, and just throw stuff up in the bank. So right now, I think before I explore this little dungeon down here, I was looking around at my map, and I remember the last time I played this a few years ago, I could have swore that Burthorpe was the starting area instead of Lumbridge, I'm pretty sure. And then I was looking through here and I could see that they've got all these icons here, so I'm assuming that's still an entry level skilling area. So I want to kind of go over there and see what we can see if we can't grind out a couple early levels and maybe get some gear, so I'm not just sitting here with the clothes on my back from Tutorial Island and a couple of swords. So we'll go ahead and make our way up there and see if I'm remembering correctly or not. That's very sensitive thumb control. Oh, there's not a obstacle there anymore. That's awesome. Always tricked me up on our new account with no agility levels, just getting stuck there. Where's that? Oh, is that the, that's this thing, right? Yeah. Do we need anything for that, or is it just, activate? Sweet. And I think that should give me... Yeah, cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. It's pretty nice. Oh, so far for this episode, I don't really have like a whole plan set out. I don't want to get a couple starter levels, maybe get some starter equipment. I think I am going to go explore that cave really before I get too far into any of the quests or anything like that. Just kind of get a good little baseline. I know the old school specifically, questing is a really good way to get some of that equipment, but I don't know. I feel like as an Iron Man, I kind of want to get a few items to my name before I start trying to hunt down items and figure out where I can find these items or craft these items for other quests. Too tired to run. Rest, recovery, run energy. Right click on the running man icon at the top right. Where's that? Just a way to recharge? Oh, cool. I don't know how much I like that. Let's there we go. Yeah, 3 stack is the way to go. I don't know, that's... That just throws you way off. Alright, 100%, cool. And hopefully once we start getting into skills and getting into quests and stuff, I'll have more to chat to you guys about. Right now it's just kind of walking. I don't really like filling in dead space with useless chatter. We're just kind of here to enjoy the ambience of the atmosphere and appreciate all the scenery. Oh, there's another one of these things. Fallador. It seems like a lot less of a run than it used to be. Maybe not. Might just look different because of the graphics, but felt like it used to be a longer run. Alright, well, I think starting out here, I do want food so we can level up our combat, but at the same time, I kind of want some gear. I think I might go with some ranged starting off. As much as I love dual wielding melee weapons, wasn't there a fucking... Yeah, there it is. I could have swore I saw a bank sign. As much as I love dual wielding melee weapons, this guy's got the right idea. There's just something about archery you can't beat. So when did I get that? So I think we'll go with a bow for now. Hopefully I can go and safe spot these cows down here. It should just be... Let's check. Hopefully it's still level 1 for leather gear to start. Oh, you can just make everything from level 1. Oh, you can craft wizard robes now too. That's interesting. Is that just with leather, or is that a certain fabric? Interesting. Okay, cool. So we can make all the leather right from the get-go. I don't have to just sit here and grind out like 300 pieces of leather to get that. So hopefully we can safe swap these cows right here and get some cowhide and make some leather real quick. I'm sure I'll have to sell something, or maybe go mine some materials and sell to a general store to get some cash to convert it into leather, but one problem at a time. Let's get some cowhides first, and then we'll figure out where to tan it at, and we're actually tanning right here. Cool. I'm glad this is also here. I don't remember where I remember this area from. I think maybe when they were doing Fresh Start. I think that's the they created brand new worlds for you to play a new character, and everything on that whole world was new, and then once the event ended it would turn into a real server. I think I did that for like 2 hours, and I was just like, I don't want to do this. I think that's what I'm remembering this from. I can't even remember when that was. It was so long ago. It's definitely nice having some weapons where you don't really have to worry about ammo consumption. It doesn't seem like it hits that hard, but I am only level 2 range, so that's not surprising. But not having to worry about where I'm getting my ammo from right from the get-go is pretty nice. I suppose we could yeah, that's what it is. I forgot I turned off the auto rotation for abilities, so it wasn't just cycling through those doing damage. Are these even in a good order? Or are they just by level? Precise range damage. Generation, generation. If stunned. Is this a stun then binding shot? It sounds like it does, so move that there, and this is wait. Alright, well then we want this to be first. Second, third, four. There we go. Go grab all of our goodies. Why do I have two? Oh, it's a area, a loot area, freaking pickup window. It's kind of cool. And that consumes what everything else generates. Okay. I can already tell I'm level 3 range right now, and I'm already getting enough abilities where I can tell once I get into swapping between combat styles that it's gonna probably take a little bit of muscle memory to remember what half these abilities do. I feel like it's probably really easy just to get stuck in the trap of using that auto ability rotation thing, but I feel like that sets you up for failure later on down the line when you want to start being more involved in fights, especially when it comes to like boss fights or what have you, or harder quest boss fights. Not being able to use your abilities effectively probably screw you over in the long run. So we'll just do it for now, and then if I get tired of pushing the same buttons on repeat, then I might turn it back on. We'll see. Alright, let's see. Once we kill this guy, I want to say 5 was all I needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So we'll take that for now. Let's see how much this lady. I recognize her. That's the sister, the redneck sister from Borderlands 2. Well, hi there. Okay. Oh, it wasn't even. Kind of wish I was on a regular account right now just so I could see what the price difference is between cow hides and leather on the GE. That's free. That was kind of nice. What is this for? Strip of black cloth. Okay, so that's how we make our wizard robes. Just getting, okay. Interesting. So who here Has a needle and thread. Actually, you know what? Let's check my tool belt. Was it on here and I just made it smaller and I can't see now? Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Tool belt. Do we already have a needle and thread? We have a needle. So we just need some thread. And I'm hoping you sell that for less than 25. 10 free, thank you. I'll come back for that if I need it. Oh, cool, so let's craft. It's just one piece per, or is it multiple pieces per? That's nice. We only want one. Oh, I just minimized a box, a text box. What did it say? Found a strange crafting rock. Alright. Crap. I was too busy looking at other stuff. It looks like we're going to get one more. And that is why you don't multitask, because you read the chat box for 2 seconds and next thing you know you got 2 pairs of boots. Learn the ability snipe. Cool. Oh, excuse me. Oh, damn. I keep clicking just right out of those. I'm not even... Such weird timing that it's popping up for me. Continued use of this charge was not recommended at this range level. You will find more benefit from using a short bow with arrows or a crossbow with bolts. Yeah, well, those cost money or require time to make. So thank you, game. Alright, now that we have this, we can make our last piece, which is a hat. Which, if you remember from the last episode, if you watched, that I said the hair didn't really matter too much, because in the first 10 minutes, I'm going to be putting a hat on. As you can see, I didn't lie to you. Damn. It's kind of drippy for level 1 gear. The hood kind of gives me vibes from the first Fable game. Fable, The Lost Chapters. The little Heroes Guild hoods. That's kind of cool. Alright. We got all that we need. What was this thing? Look at this strange crafting rock. It was once part of a larger whole. Archaeologist said Varrock Museum. Okay. Well, I don't want to go to the museum just yet, so thank you. I don't really have a use for bones. I guess we'll bury them. Oh, glad to see some things never change. 4 experience per bone. Oof. Prayer will be one of those skills we level up eventually. Suffer to 43, and then that'll be it. We throw those there. More crafting with more crafting. These can go in the melee tab. Strange rock. Don't know what to do with you yet. Don't need you in there. Alright, well, if, like any good town, there's going to be a general store here for me to sell that extra set of junk. Divination. Is that a skill? So, no general store. Can I sell to that dude that I bought the thread from? Does he just buy junk? Be pretty cool if he did. Jack Oval. What's up, buddy? You, Nope, I don't want to wear, I want to sell. Sell? Okay, well that's kind of, I guess, easy but goofy. I don't know why I can't just click it over there. Only 1 gold. I guess it's not bad for making it for free. I guess since crafting lets you make a bunch of stuff off the rip, what does fletching let us do then? Damonheim. I mean, I guess we could go. I didn't really want to start mining just yet, but we could get some early arrows. I guess let's do that. Knock out some mining and smithing and fletching that I don't want to do. Is that this? Copper, tin, clay, and gem. You can just mine gems now? What even was that one? What? I don't know what that blue and gray one is. That doesn't even look like a gem. Oh yeah, let's do that then. Clearly, as you can see, there's no real direction. We're just making this up as we go. Tobias Bronze Arms. What's up, buddy? Oh, he's got a voice. Alright, well, you didn't really tell me anything I didn't already know. If you had practice, you'll get better. Alright. None of these are glowy rocks yet. Do you have to start? Maybe you have to start mining first and then they turn into glowy rocks? Oh, look at that. The second I said it. It's good to see some things never change. What I may end up doing is I may end up recording these to put onto YouTube so people could just watch in their off time, but I might try and stream these too at some point. I don't know, RuneScape 3 doesn't really have a whole lot of viewers, active viewers, so we'll see. If this turns out to be somewhat interactive with the community as a whole, then I might try to start streaming this so that way I can just have conversations with people, and it might make this go by a little bit quicker versus me just sitting here making up stuff to talk about while my brave adventure just chops away at the same rock. This kind of makes it really AFK-y though, that you can just swing at the same thing and get what seems like endless ores out of one rock. Well, that's alright. Nobody that's ever watched RuneScape content did it to avoid watching the grind. Wouldn't be RuneScape. This guy looks kind of dripped out too. I guess while I am sitting here just looking at my stats, I could try and pregame what we do next, so that way there's no lull in between. Hurry up and get this one, buddy. There you go. Nice. Alright, so we'll do probably an inventory of copper, inventory of tin. We'll turn all of those into bronze arrows. Make a bow. The feathers I need for the arrows I'll get from the chickens. I'll get more meat so we can cook some starter food. Yeah, I think that'll work. Well, that was a dumb time to stop swinging. My bad. Invention. Divination. Oh, yeah, divination is the skill. Okay. Is that not a forge? Oh, that looks like a forge. So can we just deposit into here, right? Yep, cool. Cool. It's all coming together. Let's get this one. I want to read that because it goes away so quick. What did it say? Newt 5% critical swings. Copper and tin rocks double ore mining. Oh, wow. Uh-oh, I found another weird item. Open all. Oh, it's okay. I see. Spirit shard. What is that for? Shards of an obelisk used in summoning for training and production. Okay. The summoning skill. I never gave that a shot back in the day. As soon as they released summoning as like the first new skill in the longest time, I was like, alright, time to start pulling away from RuneScape. So apparently I got a problem with change, it looks like. Which is ironic, because here we are. Think over 15 years later now, back to the same game. Wow, you really get a lot of those. What I'm really curious about to anyone watching is how many people have either just strictly played this version and never stopped and gave up and went to the old school version, or how many of you actually played old school and decided, you know what, we're gonna go to RS3. It seems like the general trend is most people just either stay on old school or they despise this game altogether and nobody really gives it a shot. But I very rarely see anyone say, oh, I stopped playing old school to come play RuneScape 3. I don't think I've ever seen that, actually. Alright, let's go to this one. We're gonna need 2 more. Linza. I'm assuming the smithing tutor. Let's see what we got. Spirit shard, topaz, sapphire. Just go get my last 2 real quick, then we'll bank. Oh, hello, May. And there's the 2 we need. Eventually I'll get used to this camera angle. It keeps throwing me off everywhere I go. Alright, back to the bank. Kinda would have been cool if, with all these changes they've made. Oh, you guys are like all twins, little triplets. With all the changes that, there you are. All the changes they've made to this game, if they would have maybe introduced some type of race customization. I mean, they've got elves, they've got gnomes, clearly. They got dwarves. You're human-esque. I don't know, that might have been kind of cool to see. I don't know how that would have affected any of the quests in the game. I don't really know if any of the quests have storylines that would really affect. Maybe some of the elvish lines that they've got, but I don't know, that would have been neat. Most of the other MMOs I've played, they all have their different races where it affects their story in some way or another. But I guess it does seem like the general consensus is nobody really wants to play RuneScape for the story. That's just for the grind and the satisfaction of grinding the skills and getting the loot. Everyone kind of just despises questing. Oh, okay, cool. So as you level up, you not only can make new crap, but you can smith that bar faster. So I'm assuming once I get to a high enough level, I'll reach the maximum amount of speed I can do bronze bars at, and then it'll still be slow for higher level bars, but my lower level ones, I'll be good. Alright, let's make... Oh, wow, 75. I thought it was 15. Where's that throwing? You can do offhand throwing axes? That's gonna be crazy. You just be chucking frisbees. Bronze ore box. What does that even do? Bronze-matic. Alright, we'll learn what that is later. Nails, don't need them. Bolts, I don't really plan on doing crossbows right now. Those have never been... I don't know if they're more efficient in this game, but crossbows never really been a good low-level ranged weapon for leveling, so we'll just do the arrows like we wanted. It's nice that they're 75. I guess if we do 10, I mean, that's 750 arrows right there. I don't know. That should last a little bit, at least the rest of this episode. Let's see, you need these 2 and free. Yeah, I can... Oh, that's right. I gotta heat them up. That's right. Then can I just smith them from this screen right here? Full heat. Okay, so then, yeah, that's right. Oh, okay, so it's only heating 1 bar at a time. I guess that makes sense, otherwise it'd be way too AFK. I definitely appreciate the added complexity to the skill. It makes it a little more entertaining to do. Instead of just bank running from that small spot in Varrock or anywhere else. I think there was one in the Elvish place that they added that was efficient in old school. But this definitely makes it a lot more entertaining. Nice. I also need to figure out, I would imagine in Lumbridge would be the place to look, but I know the old school Iron Man system, there's a vendor there that'll give you your Iron Man armor set, which is kind of like the equivalent to iron. So I don't know if they have one in this game or not, but I need to go check and see, because I'd rather just rep some of that instead of creating bronze. I don't know, this leather armor's kind of on point, so maybe the bronze armor in this game is just as on point. Set another one of these. I'm assuming you just get from all the skills, you'll get different stuff for the archaeologist. I don't know if that's just the archaeologist at the museum or if that has to play into this skill right here. Is archaeologist camp east of Varrock? Yeah, okay, so I'm assuming they're tied together. There's very few people around here. Alright, so we got that. We are going to need some wood and we're going to need some feathers. I think I'm going to get the feathers first. I'll get the wood, craft the arrows, and then wrap that up for part 2. Hello, little chickum. Is that flax? Nice. Is that because I wasn't close enough I couldn't use that? Is that what that was saying? Or do I just not have enough tiles behind me to do it? Whatever. Please don't give me just 15. Oh, okay, this is going to take a minute. Yeah, 5, 10, and 15 feathers. That's going to be rough. Alright, well then I guess to save you guys some sanity, instead of just listening to chicken noises all day, I think what I'll do is I'll just end the episode now, and then I'll grind out these feathers and the wood. And then I'll just start episode 3 whenever I have all the arrows made. So that way you don't have to sit here for the next hour and a half while I do the RuneScape thing and collect feathers 15 at a time. So, yeah, we'll go with that. Hopefully you guys had fun traveling with me over to Berthort and just kind of chilling through and figuring out the small details of this game. I'm sure if you've played this game for a while, you're a veteran, what have you, that might be a little dull just because it's a pretty relaxed environment and we're not really learning anything crazy. We're learning entry-level stuff, how to smelt bars and reading flavor text of things and reading descriptions. Can't be too interesting, but if you're new to this game or don't know anything about this game and you're just learning with me, then I'm sure it's just as interesting for you as it is for me. So, I will see you guys in the next episode when we actually have some arrows and a bow. That works better for us. So, appreciate you guys tuning in, and I shall see you guys next time.